25 days to go until the all-important G20 Summit, and that, of course, being held here in Johannesburg. South Africa, the first African country to host this gathering. The G20 members include the world's major economies, and those major economies represent 85% of global gross domestic product, over 75% of international trade, and about two-thirds of the world's population. For more on these preparations, we cross now to SABC News reporter Ntlantla Kgathlane, who's out in Ekurhuleni. Ntlantla, good morning. So, of course, we heard earlier of how OR Tambo will, of course, be the gateway into Johannesburg and South Africa. But what else are we hearing in terms of preparedness for the G20 Summit?
Yes, well, indeed, Saki, nice to continue with this coverage here at the OR Tambo International. The question that lingers in many South Africans' minds, especially with regards to a lot that's happening in the countries, that is South Africa ready? Like you already alluded to, that it's the first African country to host such an event. With me, I'm with the mayor here in Ekurhuleni, Ntlantla. She's going to talk to us with regards to today. But before we go here, you guys had a huge event celebrating the life of OR Tambo. Talk to us in terms of his legacy and where we are 30 years on.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, and greetings to the people of Ekurhuleni and the people of South Africa. Yesterday, we dedicate the entire month. It's not just about yesterday of October to celebrate the life and the living legacy of President OR Tambo. And then we use really yesterday's event not just as a retelling, but as a moment to reflect deeply about his teachings, as a moment to share about his values, what he stood for, his vision for a united and prosperous South Africa. And us as a leadership, really, it is time for us to reflect on ourselves, to use his stature as a mirror, and to reflect in terms of ethical leadership, in terms of service to our people. So we actually take pride that even this airport is named after him, and that is why we will forever cherish his legacy. Our people, they want to hear us. How are we doing? Do we continue to draw aspirations and determination in terms of that which they, fought, they lived and fought for? Yeah.
Talking about ethical leadership, let's talk about state of municipalities. Ekurhuleni has had its own challenges, and one always tend to ask himself a question that, what went wrong?
Well, there's been a bit of backlogs. We don't want to attribute anything to electoral fortunes and all that. But what is important now is our people, they want us to deliver services. And I think we're well on track. Council is sitting on Thursday. We're releasing our first quarter, financial results. It's showing, the positive. We've released our results to AG. We're expecting nothing else but a clean audit. But I think clean audit must be coupled by impactful service delivery on the ground. And basic service delivery, our people want water to flow, and we take pride in Gauteng. Amid all the challenges and all that, we've experienced less water issues. And where there's been interruption, we have to communicate to our people. They want electricity to be provided in a consistent manner, and all those services are services that we're putting our eye on. Close the pothole, cut the grass, importantly bring the gap, and ensure that we build that trust between communities, regular communication and presence.
Service delivery. OR Tambo must be turning his grave and his peers, people that gave it all, and looking at how the government of today is sort of, just a lack of a better word, disliked by some South Africans. These people used to love this glorious movement.
And exactly, that is why we dedicate the entire month to speak about OR Tambo, to do a self-reflection, not just for us who are, sitting as leaders today, the entire movement, its membership and community. We need everybody mobilized behind a vision that, OR Tambo and many of our leaders, they actually stood for.
Thank you so much, Mayor. Sakina, that is the mayor here at Ekurhuleni, who in terms of the state of readiness, is just here as a person who's going to welcome, or as the city that's going to welcome, a lot of delegates who are going to arrive here for the G20. They will arrive here. The mayor is here to check in terms of the state of readiness, if all is in order. With that being said, it's back to you in studio.
Thanks so much, Ntlantla. And the countdown in full swing.